Hey guys, this is Ian coming at you today with some inspiring things to inspire you for new ideas and better ideas, and motivation to motivate you to action. There's a scripture that I actually go by in my life when it comes to dealing with other people. And the scripture is a good life scripture for, like I said, when I'm dealing with people, which is what I love to do. But the scripture, it's in the Bible, it's the book of 3 John, verse 2. And what the scripture says, is that I wish above all things that you may prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. Once again, I wish above all things that you may prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. And when it comes to your soul, it's talking about the things that make up who you are, your soul. It's my love, my wish, for you to prosper. It's my wish for you to actually be developed on the inside out. I know that when it comes to your self-image, that your self-image reflects the type of prosperity that you have. Your self-image reflects your success. So I wanted to come at you today and just tell you some information about myself, about who I am. There's a lot of things, that has happened in my life, where I come from, and you may be watching this video here, and you have a lot of things that's actually gone on in your life, bringing you to where you are now. I went from, a high school student, and I had a promising career. I had won the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award for trumpet playing. I was the, top tier trumpet player, and then I had all these colleges I was trying to go to, 4 colleges that didn't work out, even a Bible college, trying to be a preacher, trying to be a minister, trying to be a counselor. Found myself on the streets, in the city that I was at. Found myself in jail, getting ready to go to prison. And the recurring theme through all of that was the lack of money. That was just a recurring theme through the whole thing, was a lack of money. A recurring theme through everything. So I'm living there with my friend. I get a call from a place that I had actually applied 2 years earlier, and it was at a corporate job. And I jumped at that. Oh, I was so happy. Finally, I have it. Finally, I found what I needed to have, and I went to that corporate job, and it was in 2004. And I started working that job and doing my best, and things was coming up, and I was making more money, and I was making about $12.30 an hour, and I never made that much money before, and it increased to like $13 an hour, and then to $15 an hour, and I was there, and it was about 5 years, and it increased some more, about $20 an hour, and in that interim time, I had found my current wife right now. She's a wonderful woman, and she's a good support for me for everything that I do. And we begin to live a good lifestyle. There were some desires that I had. I had desires to play trumpet. I had desires to play keyboard for composition, like I was saying in the last blog. I had desires to actually build a lifestyle for my family that was different than some of my other friends. So I'm there at the job, and I'm like, oh, man, this is it. Everything's going to be so good. I'm getting ready to put some money into my growth stock mutual fund. I'm getting ready to set things up, for the future and so forth. And I'm there, and all of a sudden 8 years comes, and then all of a sudden it's almost 9 years, and all of a sudden I get laid off from that job, along with 180 of my fellow employees get laid off from that corporate job. I try my best to be placed me someplace else in there that I can, for the type of money that I had. Don't you understand? Don't you know that I have a lifestyle? Don't you know that I had desires all these years for my family and my friends and myself to come up and to set them up for the future? Didn't you know who I am? It was about the business, and I was laid off along with 108 of my fellow employees. And all of this emotion came back again on top of me. During that time there at that job I was at for almost 9 years, there was a friend there, and his name was John Chapman. And he and I was laid off together. And John's a good friend of me right now. And he is actually in the business that I'm in right now for network marketing. He is actually my mentor. Yeah, John Chapman, he actually was laid off at that job also, and he's now making 6 figures in this network marketing business that I'm in right now. Yeah, I was making $25 an hour at a corporate job, and he was making around that too. But now we got laid off from that job, and he's now working network marketing business, and he's making 6 figures now in this network marketing business job. I really didn't know what I was going to do, after I was laid off from the job there, and I was trying to like live on unemployment until I was able to get another job, because I'm trying to find, the answer. I'm trying to find, the secret to life, and to get another job. I was going from one job to the next job to the next job to the next job. I was just doing all these jobs trying to find that. And I looked online one day, and it was my friend John Chapman was on there in a group, and he was saying something like, hey, it's been a long time since I talked to you all, and I just want you to know that if anybody is still living in that rat race, trying to find the answer in your old jobs, I'm now working a job here online where I've been blessed, and I'm making enough money for my life and my lifestyle. So I'm not really trying to ask you to do anything else, but if you're looking for something else, just go in and look me up and find out what I'm doing. And I saw that, and he was my friend. We had worked together for about almost 5 years at that job, the same corporate job together. So I looked him up. And I can say now that I've actually found a home here in the prosperity team. I've now found a home here with my friend John as my mentor. I've now found a home in this network marketing business where I can scale my lifestyle, and I can scale my business as high as I want to scale it to. The lifestyle I was looking for my family and my wife and myself, is now able to be obtained. When it comes to commissions that I make here, I have to worry about all the rigmarole. I don't got to worry about being laid off anymore. I don't got to worry about being on the street. I don't got to be worried about thinking that something is good and finding the light at the end of the tunnel, and all of a sudden it's going to burst and change. I don't got to worry about not having enough money to go to school and go to college just to get the education that I have. You may be out there, somebody who you've been trying to do all the steps you thought was right, and it's been a recurring theme throughout the whole thing about not having enough money. Just think about what's going on with you, and just go and click the link at the end of this blog here and find out about this home here in the prosperity team. Put your effort into something that's actually going to bless your life and bless your business and help you to scale as high as you want to scale it. If you found yourself going through life and going through things that just wasn't cutting out, and you end up getting lower and lower and lower in your life, give your life a chance to be lived, finally. And join me here on the prosperity team. Click the link at the bottom, and I'll see you on the inside.